Good morning, good morning. Cheers. Glad y'all could all make it. Good morning, Adrian. I hope your day is starting out fantabulous. The cows are up. They're eating grass. That big old tall marsh grass right in front of me. You might see that grass getting pulled over. I don't know how they're getting their head through the fence, but they are. But they really are. Cows are cows. Yes, they are. You ever seen a Japanese cow? They got slant eyes. Oh, he's got marbles. You haven't. Looks like we're going to have to change that. No marbles. That's what I tell guys when they ain't got no balls. You lack marbles. All right, we'll say finished enough. I gave you 10 viewers. My goodness. Well, maybe if you said something fucking better, I'd have a few more subscribers, you fucking piece of shit. So boring. You should have said, what's them things that they're taking you should have said curling. That would have made him come running. What's it called? A curling iron? I'm 13 with 2 children with me, and you swear it. Well, why in the fuck did you bring your stupid ass fucking children around here? Jesus fucking Christ. You're not the sharpest tool in the shed, are you? Listen, what we're going to do now as a community, we're going to have to shame you. As a 13-year-old mother, what the fuck is wrong with you? And where were your parents at when you were having unprotected sexual intercourse? These are the real questions. Or at least it's my query. What up, hacker? What do you call a cow with no legs? Roast beef? A brisket? I don't know. Shoulder loin could or could not. I don't know. Ground beef. Damn. Nailed it. Oh, shit. The same thing happened to me when I was a youngin'. Well, what do you call a pig with no legs? Ground pork. Ooh, I'm quick on the fucking uptake with that one, huh? Yeah. Those son of a bitches. What do you call a turkey with no legs? That's right. Ground poultry. How many sides does a circle have? 360. 360 sides. I mean, that's if you consider a degree a side. You know what I mean? Side, 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 side. It's in every direction, every minuscule part. You know what I'm saying? South, south, southeast. South, 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 east, east, east. Right? Would it be 360 or would it be just one? Just one side to the circle? Or is it two? Two arcs put together. Two arches combined to make a... Oh, that's an elliptical. Fuck. What up, Brittany Smith? Didn't you start a road trip yesterday? Nope. Nope. Never in my life was a road trip planned for yesterday. But on the other side, I was actually supposed to start a road trip today, but alas, I went to the dump because I got a big old trail load of trash that I got to go take to the dump before I leave. And guess what? Fucking dump was closed. Closed. Now what am I gonna do with all my trash? What does people do with trash? Hang on to it forever? Maybe I need to get another storage unit just to put the trash into. Son of a bitch will fly back whenever he can and just they can take it to the dump. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, there's that. So you took such a big dump, you had to cancel summer. Oh my goodness, man. Let me see how many things were wrong with that sentence. Wait a second. It's too many to fucking count. Give, take. Let me ask you a question. Don't be offended. Are you now or have you ever been a fucking retard? Or how about this one? English much? Dumbass. Damn, how can people be so foolish? We don't know what that means. Once again, your Englishing isn't Englishing. Holy shit. You can't leave the cows. I don't want to. I don't want to. That's why we're going to have to try to push these cows all the way to freaking Colorado. What road do the cows take? They take the cows way. You son of a bitch. You have a little bit of updock in your hair. Updock. I don't want to say it because you'll think I'm Bugs Bunny, but I think I have to. What's up, Doc? You think you're funny, do you? Well, let me tell you, you do not have my approval. What's up, Doc? Yes. It needs to stop making all this damn noise. I concur. I concur. Barn. Stat. Oh, the cows concurred as well. Concurred. Oh. Melty gold. Pure gold. Man, I cannot wait to go and get in them rivers and them little creeks, the little dry freaking gulches, and get me some gold, son. I want to make a gold chain. And I'm going to twist them links so hard that that son of a bitch is going to become just a big old piece of string. It's going to pop. And we're going to be the old backy face. Moo! You son of a bitch. Yes. Maybe I should get a big goat ranch like John and just raise a bunch of goats. We have a bunch of kids. You can beat the kids if they start acting up. And nobody can do a damn thing about it. What up, Teapot? Good morning. A good morning. Good morning. Oh my God, you'll never guess what happened to me. It freaked me the fuck out, man. Oh, I still got the heebie-jeebies from it. I almost didn't even stream. So I opened the door to come outside. And when I did, I felt something very big fall on me. It felt almost as if a cherry tomato or something had fallen on me. And at the same second, I knew it was bad because I felt the distinct pitter patter of 8 fucking feet scurrying across my head. I felt the tension build up in those 8 little feet, and I felt the jump as it jumped from head to shoulder. And I saw, in morbid disbelief, I mean, I literally could have fucking died, a ginormous fucking spider run down my arm, all the way down my arm. When it got to my fucking hand, it jumped to the ground, and it turned around, and it raised its back legs at me. It was like, motherfucker, what up? And I was like, ha ha, and I ran the fuck up. It was crazy. You should have seen that shit. I should have stepped in that motherfucker, but instead I just took off the other way. It was terrible. It was terrible. Thankfully, it was so fucking scared of me that it just took off faster than it could latch its big, bloodthirsty fangs into me and suck my fucking juices. That's what he really wanted to do, I could tell. See it in his eye. Wasn't it freaky? Oh my God. You don't even know. You don't even freaking know, man. Holy shit. Crazy. I'm telling you, you gave me the heebie-jeebies too. Matter of fact, part of me still has them. The heebie-jeebies, that is. That subject was so fast. When it hit the ground, I realized why it was so fast. I mean, like what made it so fast. It had a couple racing stripes going on that somebody looked like. What kind of spider has racing stripes? That motherfucker did. Don Javi. Believe. I believe. I believe. I believe. Do you believe too? What is it that we're supposed to believe? Don't tell me that spider didn't mean me no harm. That son of a bitch, he was very intimidating. Really? These animals have significant spiritual meaning. What is the significant spiritual meaning behind a freaking icky spider? Oh my God. It's crazy. Hopefully it's a sign of prosperity. I found a scorpion under the kitchen sink cabinet yesterday. One day, I was at my friend Duddy's house. I was sleeping. And what happened was I was working in the mountains, and I got off and I went down to Duddy's house for the weekend. And I was tired. I got home. It was like 8 or 9 o'clock, maybe even later than that. Boy, I was ready for bed. So I grabbed my bed, which is an inflatable that I have just usually just leaning against the wall. I laid that inflatable mattress down, and I didn't even look at the sheet or anything like that. I grabbed a sheet, spread it out on top of it, and then I laid down. And when I laid down on the sheet, immediately I jumped up with the most fire pain you could ever imagine. And I had laid down on that damn scorpion. That scorpion got me right in the fucking kidney. Oh my god. Okay, and so, oh, it hurt so fucking bad. And now I'm thinking, son of a bitch. And it hurts so bad. I'm like, I think them some bitches are poisonous. You know what I mean? Uh, what the fuck? And then a few minutes later, I started feeling really fucking lightheaded, and my blood pressure had dropped. I had just taken uh, my blood pressure medicine, and so my blood pressure was already fucking too low anyway. So I called the poison control, and I said, "Damn!" I said, I got hit by a scorpion." I said, "Now I feel weird." And they said, "Well, it's making your blood pressure drop." I said, "I'm on blood pressure medicine." They said, "Oh shit, you better get to the hospital immediately." I said, "Man, it's too late for all that. And you had me on hold for an hour. I think if I was gonna die, I would have done that." Ah, you son of a bitch. Oh man, scorpions suck. Strength, faith, and solidarity to all Venezuelan people. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The ones that are not communists, you know what I'm saying? All the peoples in the streets now that are rejoicing and celebrating America and the freedom that America has brought to them. Whoo! I tell you what, man, I ain't never had no problem with the Venezuelan people. You remember Gustavo? What was his name? It wasn't Gustavo. It was oh man, what was his name? Guillermo, I think his name was. That son of a bitch. Baptista. Baptista was my friend that was from Trinidad and Tobago that got murdered. We call him Baptiste. Good morning, Cindy. How is your morning going? Have you had breakfast yet? Was it pig? I love pig for breakfast. I sure wish I had some biscuits. Pescatarian. Ah, so you didn't eat no pig. I'm pescatarian. Because I eat fish and I eat pig. But I also eat deer. I'm also a deercatarian. Only fish. So, ooh, you would love a good melted breakfast. Fried mullet, gizzards, and freaking fried mullet roe. Mm-mm. Yes, indeed. Some bread. You need that white bunny bread. And then you take a little bit of that Louisiana hot sauce, and then you make a nice fish sandwich. Ooh. A pescatarian. Wild caught salmon. But how can you know? I mean, really know for sure unless you caught them. You just read the packaging and you thought that they wouldn't lie. So let me ask you a question about pescatarians. Do pescatarians eat shellfish? Can you eat oysters and shrimp? Oh, look at the baby cow running over here and the big cow. Very fancy. Really? Really? So let me ask you another question. What do you think about raw oysters? Could you just sit down and eat a dozen raw oysters? Bam! A little bottle of Tabasco sauce, maybe a couple freaking saltine crackers. Ooh! You couldn't sit down and eat a dozen oysters. You survived mainly on beans. Well, I'm going to tell you what. If you survived mainly on beans, you would have had a happy week at my freaking crib. I made bean dishes that would blow your freaking mind, man. Blow your freaking mind. No, not when you cook them right. When I cook beans, you'd be surprised. Don't get gas. Other people cook beans, I get gas. And I know why. When I cook beans, I count each and every single bean individually. Boom, boom, boom. And I don't care how many beans are in the pot. I don't care how many beans are you know what I'm saying, I've got to go. I make sure at all costs that there's not a single bean more than 239. As long as you have 239 beans, you're good. You'll never have gassy beans. The problem is if you just have one more single bean, just one is all it takes, your beans are too farty. And it's all downhill from that. Now, if you want to go more than 240 beans, 240 or more, there's one option. There's one option. It's time consuming. Not many people like to do this. You have to take a little needle and you've got to poke a hole in every single bean and release some of that gas. Now that's going to be over 240 little pokes you do. You know what I'm saying? But if you feel like putting that much effort into a pot of beans, by all means, have at it. Do a bean stream to prove you count them. You want me to stream? I can't think of a more boring stream. But if you want me to count my beans for you, I freaking will. Now, there's two ways of doing this. Which way do you prefer? The first and easiest way, in my opinion, to do a good pot of beans is you take and buy the dry beans. Okay? And dry beans are by far easier to count. Some people don't have the time for the motherfucking dry beans. You let them soak in a pot overnight, and then you fucking goddamn, you know what I'm saying, fucking play with them. No. Sometimes I opt for canned beans. Now, I'm going to tell you what's fucking hard to do. Count fucking canned beans. But there's tricks. There's tricks of the trade, and I will teach you the tricks of the trade. And I don't want to hear nobody say, well, that's just as time consuming as letting them soak. Fuck, that's craziness. All right, what you do is you get yourself a colander and you rinse off all the canned beans. Lay them out on a sheet pan. Put the sheet pan in the freezer. Easy to count frozen beans. Bam. Now you just got the tip. It's tricky. It's very tricky. They're mushy. They can be very mushy, and if you get too excited, you can fuck up. Now, I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of Mexicans that watch this shit. I don't want to hear no fucking crazy Mexican coming to me talking about, Barrett, I was trying to count my refried beans. Listen, you ain't going to find a whole bean in that fucking batch, you son of a bitch. Don't count refried beans. That's the only ones you can't count. You've got to guesstimate. You can go by weight. Bangladesh, Tuxio 7. I once saw a meme of a disabled person wearing a t-shirt that said, at least I'm not subscribed to SlothyHeads. I can imagine a fucking retard wearing a fucking shirt like that. I wonder if he was a liberal too. That's fucking awesome. Put the beans in the freezer and then put them in the microwave, then boil them and deep fry it, and then freeze again and eat it. This sounds like something that Udon Tukno would do. Oh, you don't know. Son of a bitch, Mountie. I'm a little slow on the uptake with that one. You don't know. Son of a bitch. You just fucked me up. I thought that was some kind of Sumerian name. I thought this motherfucker might be a biblical son of a bitch. Kroger has an organic canned, Simple Truth canned beans. Can buy all, yes. Now, what I like to do is I go for the GV. And some people think that means a good vagina. And yes, while this is true, it also means great value brand. I go for the great value brand because truly there is where I find the greatest value. And plus, it's an easier bean to count. Science. Where's that other homosexual at? Listen here, Tuxie07. That's pretty fucking good for a Bangladeshi. Who taught you English? I'm a good sport. Well, you're just a good prankster there, dog. You're just a really good pointer outer of things that are pretty chuckleable. You know what I'm saying? Chuckleable. Refried beans with anything is good. With any, well, almost anything. Almost. What I like to do with my refried beans is first thing I do is you get them out of the can and you put them into a pan, right? You change the C to a P and you add a little fucking heat, right? Bam, once it gets good and hot, you gotta use one of them crazy black spatulas that are all silicone and soft. You gotta use not the hard kind, but the soft kind. Now you take that and you scoop up that refresh and you smear it like a layer right on a tortilla. A tortilla, you get a nice tortilla and you fucking goddamn grill that son bitch for about a minute on each side, just till it starts to get poofy. Oh, use a little extra butter if you will. Now what you do, once you get your nice coating, your schmear of refried beans, what you're going to do is put a little bit of cilantro strategically placed there. Doosh, doosh, doosh. Take a lime. Get a good squeeze. Get a good squeeze. Now what you're going to need is some motherfucking pineapple. Once you get that pineapple, you can take and either do chicken, you can do pork, or you can do beef, steak, whatever you want to do. But you're going to basically make yourself an al pastor burrito. And oh my goodness. And then you put a little lettuce there. You top it with a little lettuce. And you roll that son of a bitch up like you're twisting a doobie. Let me tell you, those are the best. Those. Look at all those damn birds. They all took off in unison. You fucking right. We all feel more comfortable around crazy Bangladeshis than we do New Zealanders. No, New Zealanders are cool. Y'all just sound funny. And plus, who doesn't like those big old giant Maori motherfuckers? Nobody would even tell them to their face if they didn't. Me and the Maori would get along because we're both big and mean, you know what I'm saying? Now they're cool because they got face tats, you know what I'm saying? But the true test is who's got the bigger penis. Son of a bitch. To be determined on the next stream. I just need to find me a big Maori Willie. Can I get an amen? I forget, is it the ones from New Zealand that say crikey? Or is it Australian? They both sound the same. Have you ever been to Papua New Guinea? Part Maori and hung like a Ken doll from Barbie's dream house. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. I'm Italian, and I ain't too much better. Fist bump. SPG, Small Penis Gang in the house. What it do? Son of a bitch. Our huge bodies just make it look small. Right? Can I get an amen? Who's coming with me? Not at the same time, but you know, in the same general direction. These questions, man, these questions need answers. And what shall these answers be? To be determined. Think of finally determined. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 birds sitting. Oh shit, never mind. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 42. Of course, it's got to be 42. 42 little birds sitting in a very weird shape. It means something. And when I counted it and pointed it out, they started flying off. What in the hell? Science. Well, a New Zealander and a Maori. Now, who do you think would win in a fight? A big Samoan or a big Maori? Man, I would pay to see this. God damn. Now, what if you had a Maori warrior, a Samoan warrior, and a sumo wrestler? And they had a three-way battle royale. Who would win? It depends. If it was E Honda, that motherfucker would be like, hoo hoo, the claw. Man, that shit was fucking badass. Slapping the shit out of somebody. I'd fuck them all up, mate, with bong rips. I have heard some people say these things. Now, I'm not sure if this is actually what they would do or if they're just keyboard warriors and they're just manifesting maybe a better future for themselves. Either way, I say pip pip cheerio. What it do, Dean? How in the hell have you been? Maori are strong, but Samoan and the Tongans are a different level. Really? You think the Samoans are tougher? I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna tell you what. Honestly speaking, I ain't afraid of many fucking people. I damn near fight most fucking people. But faced with either a Samoan, a Tongan, or a motherfucking Maori, I think I'd be like for example, like a big Maori could walk up to my mom and just slap the piss out of her. And I'd be like, damn, mom, what'd you do to that damn Samoan, that Maori, you know what I'm saying? Well, why'd you piss off that Tongan? What in the hell? You know? And so they get a little bit of slack. Vikings are stronger. Vikings are stronger. Now you might be onto something here. I'm not gonna say you're wrong. This is when we need Mythbusters or we need some kind of science channel that can elaborate on things. You know, who would win in a fight? Who would win in a fight? You have a Viking, hardcore Viking warrior. You have an elite Roman soldier. You have a Zulu warrior. You know, you have a Tongan, a Samoan, and a Maori. You have a samurai warrior. Oh shit! I want to fucking. This needs to be a movie or at least a game show. Son of a bitch. Ray Sefu. Really? Their heads are like rocks. You can't knock them son of a bitches out, huh? I like a challenge. Ninja. Well, I said samurai. I said samurai. Ninjas lurk in the shadows too much. They're on the outside. We need somebody with good pride in this battle form. You know what I mean? We're not looking for somebody to, saying throw a star or a smoke cloud and use a dart, you know what I'm saying, and then get it out of there quick. No, it lacks. I'm not saying it's not smart. I'm just saying it lacks battle finesse. Right? Battle finesse. Well, if we see Bingo in here this morning, you would think surely we'd see TKOC 420. And if we see TKO 420, TKOC 420, then we'll definitely be wondering where the hell Bear is. Maybe we just haven't given them enough time. They've got to be getting ready to work on the garden, do fancy gardening things. What in the hell? How about an Apache helicopter? The Apache helicopter would fucking just mow down all those sumbitches damn near the same time. Especially if it was armed with some of them Hellfire missiles. Fuck. No way. You talking about an Apache Indian? Yeah. Keep on fucking dreaming. Son of a bitches. Look. Those some bitches couldn't even take on a fucking goddamn musket. You know what I'm saying? Put some fucking powder in here and pack a ball down in this motherfucking tube. Holy shit. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Apache human, not a helicopter. I figured that's what you meant because I'm telling you, no challenge at all. Dude, we really need to take and get into some serious trench warfare. That's what we should do. We should go to Iran and dig a bunch of fucking trenches. Throw a bunch of fucking Maori in that son of a bitch and see what the fuck happens. I bet you that war be over in no time. Done. Dunzo, son. The Russians like trench war too. Well, exactly. Exactly. If you're from Russia, you learn to dig deep from the get-go. You know what I mean? And so you use that same mentality on the battlefield. I like the freaking weapons they use, man. Like the freaking shark's teeth and stuff and jagged bone. You know what I mean? On a damn wooden paddle. Holy shit. I don't think I'd want to get hit with that son of a bitch. Might cause some sort of infection. Nothing beats a breakfast burrito. Oh yeah? What is it called? A Jet 2 holiday? Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. I don't know, man. If you're gonna do a breakfast burrito, you gotta do it Chinese style. You know what I mean? You gotta have a little bit of dog in it. A mixing of the cultures. Take Asian cuisine, mix it with a little Mexican cuisine, and get a good breakfast dog burrito. Ooh, recipe comes from Quang Chong, China. It's just a hint of dog. Yes, just a fucking hint of dog. Exactly. It's mostly ground pork. You know, I guess you know what I'm saying. For every 5 grams of ground pork, we put 1 gram of dog meat in there. Another true story. Rommel, who was a German general in Africa during World War II, once said, if you give him a Maori battalion, he could take over the world. I, I've said the same thing many times, many times. And if you elect me president, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. The first thing I'm going to do is our army will be disbanded and be revamped. Every soldier will be Maori or Tongan, you know what I mean, or Samoan, you know what I mean. We ain't having no more of these little pussy, scrawny little fucks. We want somebody that knows how to fucking like, hooba, hooba, chuba, chuba, rah, rah, rah. Or whatever that fancy dance Maori do is. What's it called? Is it called a haka? Or something like that? Chinese dig burrito. Go woof woof, ching chang, woof woof. Go like this, goes that way. Yeep. Give take. This is the most profound thing you've ever said, which isn't saying much because it wasn't profound at all. But still, keep on trying, brother. That was amazing. Ah, now that right there is a little more wise. Great comeback. Great comeback. Now you're giving me a haka. Ha ha. I got your vote. Yes. We're in. We're on the ballot now, bitches. Good morning, man. Green. What do you do? Striper fishing. Dude, you have a great day too. Dude, I've never caught a striper. There's 2 fish I really want to catch now. It's on my bucket fucking list. Or 3 fish. Crappie, striper, and the most elusive walleye. Those son of a bitches right there. 40-inch striper is fun. Now that sounds like redfish fighting right there. Good Lord. Well, dude, I hope you get some. And if you catch one of those badass Maine striper, shit, send me a fucking picture. I want to see that shiznit. Freaking son of a gun. I've never caught a walleye either. Better. I'll take all the boats I can get. Go ahead and give me 2. The way these ballots fucking work, nobody would notice the difference. Man, it's gonna be so freaking amazing. Big ass striper. Little ass rod. Huge fight. It's gonna be huge. I've went fishing for walleye many times though, not knowing what I was doing, just hoping to try to catch a fucking walleye. I'm good at catching fish I know how to fish for. Like trout, I know how to fish them some bitches. Just don't know how to fish for walleye yet. I ain't mashing you little bastards. Probably not in the right spot. 1 a.m. Dude, you have a great day, man. It's been more than pleasurable talking to you. You had me laughing and crying. I shit myself a couple times, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It was very good, man. You had a good fucking. You came in strong and you finished just as strong. You can totally tell you're Maori all the way, bro. Caw. Didn't have time. This is the story of my life. I don't have time for shit. Let me show y'all something fancy. I'm gonna show y'all something fancy. Honestly, let me go. I gotta go over here and grab something from the fancy little bit. Have any of y'all ever heard of that? Handmade herbal product. Herbal doom pan. Doom pan. Look, let's flip the camera around so you can see it properly. Let's flip the camera around so we can see it. Now these guys right here, this is nature's alternative to tobacco. Now this has got fancy stuff in it. Look at the stuff that it's got. Basil, licorice, turmeric, bdellium, the Indian kind, clove, bishop's weed, Indian cinnamon, and tindu leaves. This is based on ancient classical text on Ayurvedic medicines. All right. These things are crazy. Even the cows like it. I mean, who would have thought? Dude, turmeric and cinnamon, you know it smells good. It's just a leaf, too. It's just a leaf wrapped up. It's got some stuff inside the leaf. This is ancient Ayurvedic medicine right here, man. Free time. Ain't nothing free in this world. And time is probably your most precious commodity. You would think time would have a greater value than gold at the end of the day. And we should market our time as such. Oh, here comes the freaking cows just racing down here. This is gonna be cool. We'll see a bunch of them running. Let a few of them sent these guys over here, and they'll be like, oh shit, they'll take off running. I think he's gonna come. He sees it. He sees it. Once he gets thirsty, it's on. All right. Hold on a second. I got to go to the shop real quick. All right. Just got back from the store. I'm colorblind, so hopefully this is blue. Yeah, man. I also, just in case, I got this one right here. The Raz. Hey, good morning, TKOC 420. Dude, how in the hell are you doing? Do you hear the cows? They're so happy to see TK coming here. They ain't said shit, and all they said moo, moo. TK's here, that's right. Say what to do. Haha, he was very happy to see TK. Did you see? You can't fake that kind of morning greeting from the cows. The cows love TK. Huh. It means something. This is amazing. How is your day been? You're winding down, ready for bed. What the fuck? What have you done? TK, what have you done? It's hot. It's very hot. Even this late at night, isn't it like 7, 8 o'clock? Mmm. You forgot the vowel. Yes, TK, you can tell the cows really, really like you. They are just going crazy. What in the hell, TK? I don't know what he did to them cows last night, but they haven't forgotten. His voice broke at the end. They're awesome. They are awesome. I'm gonna miss that. I'm going to honestly miss the moon of the cows. Well, good morning to y'all too, you son of a bitches. It doesn't seem fucking. It doesn't seem natural. So, in nature, in the wild, would a bunch of cows just be mooing like that, like calling all the predators around? Why? What evolutionary purpose can it serve? You will never wake up until you realize they act like they never believe when they really do. Ah, this must all be a dream. You are doing a good job. Well, thank you, Adam Anderson. You are doing even a better job. You are keeping this whole world afloat. And I thank you for your wonderful job. A poor man has nothing to lose, but a rich man, it's easier for a rich man to go through the eye of a needle than it is for him to go into the kingdom of heaven, right? Can I get an amen? Because it's just so damn hard. These cows are moo. Moo. The deeper in the space you go, the less physical it becomes. They say the same thing about sex. Hi, Ghostface. Good morning. That was Ghostface Moo. Listen to him. He'll do it again. Look at Ghostface over there. Very distinctive moo. Ghostface cow, I love you. Those cows are having a blast. Ghostface just rammed his head right into another one's butt. He's a funny one. He is a funny one. The cows are partying heartedly amidst their pool and mountains. They love it. They love their mountain pools. Oh, we got a cow face though. Oh, he backed up. He yielded. Oh, I knew it was going to happen. I was going to say one of my favorite things is when they fucking hit that goddamn electric fence. And as I was about to say it, and some bitch walked into that fence, zap. I love that. I don't know why I get thrilled from that. When cows hit that electric fence, oh, yeah. too fucking funny. Do you hear that big bull? That's what's got these fucking cows all goddamn crazy. There is a bug fucking bull that is horny as fuck. Oh, these cows want to get some of that action. Did you hear that big dog? He sounded fucking big. I think I know which one that was down there. Wow. Like a fucking dinosaur. Do you think that's how cows roar? Is a moo a cow's roar? They're trying to assert their ferocity. Roar! That's not too intimidating, you son of a bitches. That's like a homosexual roar. Moo. Fail. Pretty damn cool. I just needed a little bit longer. I wanted to put some piranhas in this pond. You know what I mean? And see what happens when the cows come down there. I just didn't have enough time. That would make an excellent video. I snuck 2,000 piranhas into this cow pond overnight. Let's see what happens. The bad bull be bullying. The bad bull is in a different pasture, and I don't know if he's by himself or if he's giving some cows the pound town right now. But it ain't right here. This is only ladies. Only ladies. Maybe castrated bulls. But these is all bitches. I'm 10 centimeters dilated and having contractions, 37 apart. Should I take my bathroom break yet? I don't know. I would wait until the doctor is there. You know, I've got several friends that shit on their doctor giving birth. And you can take and do that too. What do you think this stream, I'm gonna tell you exactly what this stream is about. What do you think the Neanderthals did when they gave birth? Do you think the Neanderthals laid down and spread their legs and pushed? Or do you think they were just like walking around and pushed the baby out and the baby fell head first onto the ground, getting a big bruise on his head, minor concussion, and really hindering the development of the species? Cows like that, that's using your noggin. I will write a letter to management. This stream is about anything that you want it to be about, man. Unless you want it to be about something gay. Then you're just out of love. We call this Super Cow Stream 5000. I would say if the stream name doesn't have a title, it would probably imply that there's really no topic. And if there were a topic, I'm pretty sure you would find it in the title or the description. You know how people said there's no such thing as a stupid question? I think you just proved them wrong. You son of a bitch. Quark, I think you are correct. But I am not now, nor have I ever been a medical professional, and I am not qualified to give anybody any medical advice. The only thing I can say is, it worked for me. It probably worked for you. But I could be wrong. But I could be mistaken about all the eggs and bacon I have taken. I will wake up. Cows! Moo! Yeah, I see it now. Even the insults feel good when you smoke. That everything feels good. You know what I mean? There's nothing like smoking some nerdosh in the morning. Ooh, just that Darjeeling, that Doom Pan. The existence makes sense finally. Finally, there's some sense to be made from this existence. You can tell somebody didn't have their Wheaties this morning. Backy face. It got overcast, like it's gonna rain all of a sudden. A friend in need is a friend in need. A friend with need is better. My thoughts compress. I must confess. From stormy weather. Very, very. Explain what you feel right now. I feel very much at peace. I feel excited and nervous about hitting the road. I feel hopeful about my future. I feel like my hand is being touched by God. Yeah. This is a message from our sponsor, Nerdox. I don't know what the heck it is yet. Go now and get yourself some Nerdox. I hear you, even though you are silent. Wow. This means that you have ESPN, too, like me. We should have a club. We can call ourselves sports fans. We can call ourselves sports fans. Very silent. Yes, this is what everybody says about me. You're being pretty silent. And I say, yeah, I know. Cat's got my tongue. You know what I mean? Son of a bitch. Now the cows have all decided to stop mooing. But a moment ago, they were all mooing. Cows, are y'all done mooing? I think they're done mooing. The greeting of TK is done. Silence speaks more. Coming from the cows, silence is golden. Silence is the silence of the cows. This is exactly what we're experiencing right now. I think it got overcast and it shut them cows right the fuck up. That's right, cows. I made the sun go away, bitches. And I'll bring it back if you be good. Being a cow yourself, you agree with me. Well, that sounds utterly ridiculous. The culling. Did you like that? Utterly ridiculous? Ooh! Nailed it. What up, Mr. Sirotabos? I hope you're having a very splendid morning or evening. It might be like 9 o'clock where you're at, man. Are you famous yet, bro? When you famous, make sure you give me a shout out, bro. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna go viral. I love it if you could speak about politics being high. About the politics being high. It makes more sense when you're. Politics aren't high. I mean, I guess you get high politics, I guess. I don't know. I don't. I don't know. I guess it comes from the top down, so in some way, shape, or form, it gets high. You must be under the impression that this is ganja. Does it look like ganja? Man, if this were a test, you would have failed it. Now, how does this make you feel? Being wrong about things. I sense the hounds of Baskervilles may be ruffling up a cow's day surreptitiously cast down from the hills from their cavern dens. I feel like you have made a correct assessment of the situation, and I can say 100% I concur. There is a concurrence of ideas and of thoughts, which basically means that we're sympathetic with it. We're same. We are birds of a feather. A feather. It means that basically we can flock together, right? I think it's about to rain. I think, look at this, look at this. You can tell the wind's blowing, it's picking up. Holy crap. It might come down. It might come. Oh, the cows agree. Yes, do a rain dance, cows. You son of a bitches. Look at this. This is nice. It's fixing to happen. Oh, I hear it. It's a gentle pitter patter. Oh, it's fixing to start coming down. The cows concur. Cows, do you concur? It's not unanimous, but there has been a concurrence. A recurring concurrence. Ah, there, it's unanimous. 2 out of 70 cows agree. They shouldn't have to say it twice. Exactly. Those son of a bitches. You know what a favorite fucking thing for a cow to say is? You heard? You son of a bitches. They heard everything. Thoughts on Uranus? Well, if you're one of those crusty bottom kids, then my main thought is you should wash that ass. Now, if you happen to be one of these people that have a bidet, then your anus is probably better than most. And for that, I salute you. Now, these are the topics I prefer to dive into. Uranus being high on the list. Planet. Oh, oh, you mean celestial body. Oh, shit, I was way off. All right. Let me see. I think Uranus is a very vital part of the solar system. Uranus is what all the space excrement comes from. We've all heard of spaceships before. But a lesser known phenomenon is the spaceship, which comes straight from Uranus, along with other gaseous expulsions. Son of a bitch. Get these in the face, man. Yes. Gaseous expulsions. It's a gas giant. It didn't count the beans. Son of a bitch. When do you think the first astronaut will touch Uranus? We need a little base station on Uranus. We can do everything there. And the motto, the slogan could be Uranus. We get shit done. Huh? The Council of Mu. I like it. I like it. If they were fucking Chinese, this is exactly what they would be. Instead they're Japanese, so we're just gonna call them Wagyu. Haha, you son of a bitches! Nice little rain coming in here, man. You can't walk on gas, but with gas you can sure float on a cloud. Right? Can I get an amen? Can I get a you heard? Look at this. This came straight from the garden. Oh my goodness. This tastes like a spaghetti sauce. Mm. You can't walk on gas, but you can walk on Uranus. Well, just because it makes giant gas doesn't mean it's a gas giant, I guess. Right? Can I get an amen? That amber herd of antelope, I wouldn't trust anything that the doctor says. Dude, I can't believe that really happened, man. That was a real trial. That seems like something the global elite would do to distract the masses while they shifted large sums of cash. It looks like we might be driving through tons and tons of freaking rain. At least I've got you guys to keep me company. Because it's a tomato. No. No, 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 no. When I say it tastes like a spaghetti sauce, I do not mean it tastes like a tomato. I mean, holy shit, it's got taste of peppers and other spices. It tastes like a tomato sauce, like a spaghetti sauce. It's very mild. But very good. A melt. TKOC 420. What it do? TK, when's the last time you took a rip from the bong, man? Has it been a long time, or have you snuck a couple in? And let me ask you another question. If you snuck in a bong rip in, did you sneak a little tobacco into it, or did you hit it straight? I got to know. Inquiring minds have to know. Nee! You don't smoke bongs anymore. Done. A month ago. A month ago. So you still have your bong. You just don't partake using the bongs anymore. Strictly pure. If you do hit the bong occasionally, you're gonna go strictly herb. No backing. I'm all about that herb, no backing. I'm all about that herb, no backing. He's bringing ganja back. Those other Germans don't know how to act. They probably smoking on a pound of crack. But every ounce of herb is perfect from the bottom to the top. Fuck that shit. I'm over 1 year free from tobacco. TKOC 420. I am super proud of you. I am very, very proud of you. And I only wish you could have kicked it sooner, man. As far as me, I always say tobacco is not meant to be inhaled. It is meant to be puffed on lovingly. It shouldn't be habituously sucked on. What up, Hikaru? I hope you're having a fantastic day. What time is it? Is it evening time in France right now? Or are you in Northern Africa? Did you visit Africa? Holy shit. Dude, if you're in Africa, you should get me some dowry, man. Tell some lady that you want to marry her. Get the dowry and then freaking run. Psych, bitch. Or does the guy give the dowry? I am just with some family. Well, I hope your family is having a great day. A bony bee. Je suis bon. Bonjour. Bon appétit. Avec moi. Sortir les compagnies. You're going to Kabylia, a region in Algeria. Oh my goodness. Algerian girls are better than all the other girls in the whole wide world. My goodness, they're great. And you know why people like Algerian women? Algerian women judge their men by the quality of their gaseous expulsions. And so when Algerian women see me fart, they're amazed. I have gotten many comments from Algerian women about how glorious my gases are. Yeah, TK was doing it all wrong. That's real talk, TK. Really? Was your father's gas what attracted your mother to him? Are you going to eat couscous while you're in Algeria? They studied at the same university. The University of Algeria. They went to a French school. Man, here I was thinking your dad was some kind of international intellectual. He's an international intellectual. He likes to hop in the beautiful sea. Come on and frolic with me. Cows, cows, cows. They're once bitten, twice shy, babe. After 4 years, after 4 long years, they married. Well, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Did they have you before they got married or after they got married? Maybe you inspired young love. Your big brother they had before they got married. This means they must have did the dirty deed. They were getting down, son. They were getting freaky. They were engaged to be married. They were engaged to be married, so it's okay. They had already given each other vows before the Lord. It just wasn't finalized on paper yet, right? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Yankee Doodle went to town. He was writing on a poem. It is not showing any signs of slowing. This little rain looks like it might be here for a minute. Which the pond won't complain. They had the same age, the VG. You think it's a healthy relationship your parents have. I think it's a very healthy relationship they have. It is very normal for a man and a woman to get together and to have a couple of children. This is the normal way. There's nothing strange about that. This is how it's been done for thousands and thousands of years. Only recently do we see people trying to break the cycle, you know what I mean? They're breaking the cycle. Why do cows always look at me and judge me silently? Your mother completed your father. She sounds like a good woman. Not all women have this ability. Some women torture and make their men miserable. They're nagging and they're complaining and they're whining incessantly. Oh my God. And their mothers. Ah, God, their mothers. Real bitches. No, all men are good. Some of them just do things different, right? It's the women who are bad. And this is why I always say women should be beaten with sticks the size of your thumb. No bigger, but at the very least the size of your thumb. And this, my friends, is pure science. Well, just gonna rain, 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 rain. It's raining. How to be fast? Well, you got to start off slow, all right, and you're warming up, right? You just while you're going slowly, you're paying attention to how all your muscles fire, and now start firing those muscles a little more quickly, right? You're picking up the pace a little bit. Now you don't want to burn yourself out too fast. So you start slow, and you build it up, and now you start pumping a little faster, and you start faster. Now, next thing you know, what you're gonna do is you're gonna be pushing those feet out as hard and as fast as you can. You won't even feel the impact on the ground, and at that point, you're gonna be fast. How fast? I don't know. They can't clock things that speed, but it's gonna be very, very fast. And at that point, all you gotta do is keep on going, man. You've got all the momentum, and you just can fly, man. Fly down the freaking line. Right? Like a fucking zebra. Send some rain to me. Hold on a second. Rain! I'm gonna need some of you to go break off and head directly to Germany. Head down that way. And it's going to take a little bit to get to you, but it's heading. I see the clouds breaking up right now. It's heading that way. Now, you got to be careful, though. This motherfucker might pick up fucking all kind of strength crossing the Atlantic Ocean. and you might get the biggest hurricane Germany's ever gotten. Holy shit. My father always told a man who abuses of his power on any woman is not a man, and that it doesn't matter if you're her son or not. That's right. Men should always respect women. Never hit a woman with your fist, because you'll knock their fucking teeth out of their mouth. They're little weak fuckers. You gotta use a stick and place those hits directly on the ass, the thighs, or, you know what I'm saying, the lower back regions. It seems like a good spot. You're very welcome, TK. I hope it gets there sooner than later. If I made apple pie turnovers, how long would I have to cook it for? Does it cook the same amount of time as a pie, or would it be like a lot less time than a pie? You've known some very formidable women anyway. You goddamn right. I knew this one big bitch one time. You would have thought she was a Samoan. And man, she would stomp around. It sounded like freaking T-Rex on Jurassic Park. They were impact tremors. Boom, boom, boom. And when you hear that shit, you start saying to yourself, must go faster, because you know this big bitch is coming, son. And if you're not getting out of there fast enough, your food will be gone in the blink of an eye. Like, eating a sandwich, next thing you know, yoink. And what you gonna do? You can't stop that kind of power, that kind of fury, amidst that kind of frenzy. No. You sit back and you just like, damn, you really just did that, huh? You just one big mama jamma. That's what I always say. What up, Bear? The cycle is complete. We have come full circle. Another day graced with Bear's presence. I hope you're having a fantastic morning. Getting ready to seize the day right by the nutsack. Right by the hair on the chinny chin chin. You know what I say about that? Let's get it, son. Man, I hope your day's watering goes fantastic. There are great people out there. They're men of renown. Giants. This is your first break. You've already been getting it. Now you're on break, the first break of the day. How many breaks will you allot yourself in this day? Is this going to be a 3 breaker, a 4 breaker, or a fucking 10 break day? First of how many? First down, first of 10 maybe? All day is a break. Up next with Lamar. What it do, bro? What's next, man? Coffee? Is that a joint? Or is that a croissant? A biscuit? What is that? I don't know, man. Coffee and a joint sounds good, though. Oh my God, it's a too much. I like it. I love it. I need some more of it. And coffee. Ah, you go over your lessons and make sure your work is correct with the help of girls. Because girls are smart. Girls are very smart. But don't be deceived. Most girls are only smart because they copy off of the smart dude in class. That smart guy, he whacks in that tail. And in turn, He be taking and fucking giving them all the answers, son. All the answers. Water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. Coffee and a movie. Coffee and a movie. That cow said, you know what? I'm going to lay down in this fucking ring. Laying down right here. I don't even care. Why do you think the cows like to lay down in the ring? So water don't drip on their vaginas? Could be. Georgia in the house. My goodness, man. Georgia. Are you over there by Decatur and ATL? What in the hell? You down by College Park? Man, that shit's tight, Lamar. I had a friend named Lamar. Lamar Land. Sounds like the river. It's raining, man. It is fucking raining in the background. And there's a cow just chilling here. Just miserable. Look at this son of a bitch. Isn't that something else? That cow just sitting there, getting all wet, not giving a shit. Didn't he say, I'm gonna stay lay on the mud. Just gonna lay on the mud. That's what they do. The underwear I put on this morning was so old, they ripped when I pulled them up. My ass is so fat, most of my underwear rip when I try to pull them up. If you sub, can you be a mod? Hell no, it's not that easy. There's a series of questions you must answer. But I can't tell you what the question is. You have to answer the questions without being asked the question. Really? You must be on the Quiz Bowl team. That cow is just chilling by the water. Yeah, he is. He's fucking plotting. I would give anything to know that someone just thinking about what's his next move gonna be. The world may never know. That cow is a cutie. Yes, and by cutie, I hope you mean a real son of a bitch. This is what I say. This is what I say. It sounds nice. It does sound like a river. It's very peaceful. Ghostface cow, what it do? She is, but this is the cutest cow you've ever seen. This is Ghostface. Ghostface! Whiteface cow! Cat killer! What it do? Yeah, we know you're over there killing cats, you son of a bitch. Cyclops cow? Looks like a cyclops. What are you doing? Cows are crazy, man. Cows are freaking crazy. When Ghostface was just a little baby, I used to feed him all kind of leaves and branches. On a live stream. Oh, it was so fun. They are always little and cute. That cow is about 8 months old. About 8 months old, if that. Now, Ghostface is calling the posse to the pond. Ghostface says, "All cows to the pond in this rain, you son of a bitch." Nope, he's leading them off. He's leading them off. Look at him. Ghostface and posse. They're getting it, son. Cows are very, very cute. They're fancy. TKOC 420 is back. Dude, did you get an air conditioner? Take a cold shower. How are you coping with this heat? Your sister called. Well, I hope your sister's doing great. How's your nephews and nieces? Everybody's doing good? I hope you told your sister I said, "What it do?" 12 cows and other animals. Well, here on this farm, there's 70 cows, and they kill foxes and kitty cats and skunks. These cows try to keep all the other critters at bay. I tried to put a goat in there, and it killed that son of a bitch. They don't like anything. They're very racist. Shoot. TK, Bear hopes that you've been staying cool. You know what I mean? He watched the weather report and he knows you got another hot wave coming. Weather report. Or not. Right? They are separate. You have a big farm. This is what my father used to tell me. You gotta keep them separated. And I said, "Dad, really? Really?" That's crazy. I've never noticed that. Look at the water just running off the cows. Off that little hangy thing in the middle. Can you see it? It's just a river of water running down it. Look at the puddle underneath it. That son of a bitch is a dripper. What is that little hang? Is that their penis? Is that a bull and that's its freaking little penis? Show us your thing. Haha, you can't, you son of a bitch. I'm cool, you know why? No, why are you cool? You got an air conditioner? It started raining. It started raining. Did you air your house out at 7 a.m.? No, but he had himself a big tall glass of Coca-Cola. And let me tell you what, he loved it. Is that what it was? Ice cold Coca-Cola cooled you off. This is what's going to keep you up, though. This is why you can't sleep. You got to stop drinking Coca-Cola at night. I'm cool because I not report my friends. That makes you very cool, TK. Some people, they get all hot and reporting. And you be like, what in the hell? Shell showed you the report list. Let me ask you one question, TK. Did you see my name on the report list? Really? So your mom has always been a farmer, a raiser of the animals. I surely hope TK stays cool too. But I bet you, Bingo, are you watching? Bingo, what do you think about TK staying cool? Is that you like strong possibility you looking for? You praising it? Lord, please help TK stay cool in the future. And please don't let nobody report him. Good Lord. I'm going back to work. Break's over. You done fucking, you took up all of Bear's break. Bear wasn't here. He was breaking. He was fucking breaking bad with us, man. And here you came in here and you ran him off with all your talks of reports. When I was in school, I hated reports. Especially a book report. Go work. Listen, you can't tell him what to do. You can't tell him what to do. He don't have to just because you said it. Matter of fact, now he's going to sit back and stay around for a while. He might even report me. Son of a bitch. Don't do it, Bear. Don't do it. Good morning, Laura. How in the hell you been? Always wonderful seeing you. What kind of tunes have you been listening to? Probably my kind of tunes. A little bit of Pussifer. Ooh, we some Tool. Yeah. Or what about some Creedence Clearwater Revival, some CCR. Ooh. Your mom had good grades. That's why she got to go to school in France. It wasn't to take advantage of the policy, right? The immigration policy. Come to France and we'll give you some money and we'll give you some wine, and all you gotta do is be our slave. What color is my hair? Well, I think it's predominantly gray, but it used to not be that way. Look at that shit. Son of a bitch. Look like a dusty headed old fuck. At least I got some left. Some people ain't got no hair. Very, very. Look, this one cow wasn't wet enough in the rain. Look at this son of a bitch. Look at, he had an idea. Cow, you're such a dumbass. He says, as above, so below. Calm down, you son of a bitch. Sacked and pepper hair. That's what I'm talking about. Sacked and pepper. Shit, yeah. Spicy. Oh, salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. Now that's a hell of a group. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Just stick to the rivers and the streams that you used to. You know I'm gonna have it my way, nothing at all. Boy, you're moving too fast. Woo! Now I've got full 20 centimeter natural blonde hair, and the long ago dye strands are black. You look like one of those freaky emo people. You paint your fingernails black sometimes and wear really gay looking clothing. Out of curiosity. No judgmental. Science. Look at those cows over there doing cow things. Well, I guess it's time to go. I gotta go bottle up a couple gallons of this rain for the ride, or I'm gonna go thirsty. You wear it when you are in Metropolis. Where am I going to? Well, I've got to go and grab some bottles and stick it out in the yard underneath some leaves so I can try to collect some water. I'm going to use that water to make a special type of soup called rainwater surprise. And then I'm going to drop that soup off at the homeless shelter. The surprise is it's nothing but rainwater, bitches. But it's the thought that counts. So I made it. Oh, that cow just got bit by a turtle. Yowza. That fucker got him, son. He looking back like, what the fuck was that? He looking back at that water like, what the fuck? Oh, that's good shit. Now he's licking his leg. Oh, it must have hurt. Took a chunk off of that son of a bitch. In 3 years or 4, you think you'll get a Yakuza tattoo? Really? Oh, man, you ain't gonna get nothing like that, huh? Now that's a good looking tattoo. Ginormous. It's cross. What? No way. Fancy. Or you're gonna get a line, bro. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Roar. Tattoos are highly controversial. You should probably think twice about them. You want your tattoo artist to let you feel the pain. No anesthesia or bullshit. Good. That's good because that's exactly what it's going to be. Exactly. I've sat there for 6 hours and let them just hammer down. You know, when they hit the ankle bone or they hit the kneecap, that's when it really sucks. That's when it really sucks. But anyway, I got to go help Bear out in the garden. You know what I'm saying? And we got to go check into his reports. Make sure everything is as was. You know what I'm saying? Is as was. The goddess of the sun. Oh my goodness, this sounds very pagan. You might get punished by the gods if you do that. You have pagan blood. Well, what did you do with it? You drinking it? Have you been sacrificing these pagan fucking savages? God's gonna really appreciate this sacrifice. You're gonna get all kind of blessings. They were Vikings. Really? Wait a second. So one of your ancestors might have been Rollo. Holy shit. I am the pagan you're talking about. Well, listen here, you pagan son of a bitch. You're gonna make us get together and have a good burning. Good old fashioned burning of the heretics. You're being heretical in this bitch? Oh, Hell no. I don't have a place to stay nowhere, Laura. I'm gonna go figure it out. I'm gonna go figure it out. All I know is I ain't gonna make rope no more. Real Viking. You look now. This is the real Viking. Viking woman. Oh my goodness! Wow, wow. Her and Charles. Charles Bloodletter. Viking to the max. Really? You? Oh my goodness! You related to Rollo the Viking? There's a reason why I always liked you, dude. Yeah, man. And it's not just because you're crazy, weird, asexual son of a bitch. It's that Viking. It's that Viking blood I sensed. Yeah. They still have Viking villages in northern France. How much raping and pillaging goes on? I should go and check them out. I surely hope so. I surely hope so. If nothing else, I'm gonna die trying. I'm gonna die trying. I want to live trying, but if that's not possible, the next best thing is you're gonna die trying, like a boss. But anyway, I gotta go slide out. I've got to take and make sure everything is ready to go, batten down the hatches and such. You know what I mean? Come on now. Listen, if you're a true Viking, you gotta do a little bit of raping and pillaging. You don't want to be like that one dude from the uh, the Northmen, the Norsemen, right? Deuces up your booses and all that jazz.